Good afternoon, I'm Malcolm Jordan and this is your afternoon news fix for Thursday the 6th of June. The Justice Ministry has opened a month-long consultation period with staff on scrapping 178 jobs. The proposal includes 67 vacant roles and would create 55 new positions for a net reduction of 123 jobs. Blake Benny reports.
Justice Secretary Andrew Kibblewhite says that's almost exclusively made up of staff at the National Office. He says the heart of its savings decisions has been the need to deliver on core functions and strategy. Kibblewhite says they want to keep doing the things that make the strongest contribution to strengthening trust in the law.
Hopes a major bump in funding for pothole repairs will do more than smooth the bumpy journey. The transport agencies confirmed it'll put just over $2 billion into prevention on state highways and nearly $2 billion for local roads. It'll go into resealing, rehabilitation and drainage maintenance after 62,000 potholes needed repair on state highways last year. Transport Minister Simeon Brown says it's important to invest in future-proofing.
And that's a really key principle of what we're doing here. This funding is ring-fenced to those activities which will prevent those potholes from forming in the first place.
Grim realities faced by mental health nurses have been laid bare in a nurses' organisation survey. Many report feeling unsafe. 76% say they've been physically threatened and 40% say they've been assaulted in the past 12 months. Nurses' organisation delegate Grant Brooks says the violence is a direct result of understaffing.
When we have adequate staffing, we're able to identify incidents that are likely to happen and intervene early and de-escalate people and spend the time sitting with them and talking. When we don't have the staff, we're not able to do that.
The Prime Minister's denying breaking a promise over possible changes to the Holiday Act. The Workplace Relations Minister's announced legislation's being drafted, which will put out for consultation in September. It'll include proposals to pro-rata sick leave and base annual leave on accrual rather than entitlement. Pre-election, Chris Luxon said sick leave wouldn't change. He says this is only consultation.
That's a full, eyes-open consultation, no predetermined outcomes, definitely not. It's just an opportunity to actually say we know that's an area of irritation, we know that's not a very clear piece of legislation.
Advocacy groups and consultant haematologists have written an open letter to government begging it not to leave blood cancer patients behind. It outlines disappointment about the absence of funding in last week's budget. It's written on behalf of the 21,000 patients in New Zealand. Leukemia and Blood Cancer New Zealand Chief Executive Tim Edmonds says they had hoped they would be looked after in the latest government announcement.
We talk with patients every day who are needing to self-fund medicines, who are under all sorts of stress and strain on top of being unwell.
To sport, Scott Barrett's keeping his options open with a sabbatical clause written into his new contract with New Zealand Rugby. The 30-year-old lock has committed through to the next World Cup in 2027. Joseph Suali'i is promising to reach out to Reece Walsh after his high shot on the Queensland fullback in the State of Origin opener. The Blues debutant was sent off for the dangerous tackle. And Uganda have beaten Papua New Guinea by 3 wickets for their first ever win at a T20 Cricket World Cup. I'm Malcolm Jordan. That's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update tomorrow morning from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.